I don't know, they're going to be doing every little scene, highly doubtful, but they will be doing a lot of productions in the upcoming Songs and Scenes Merlin Players celebration of 20 years. Well, it's hard to believe it's been that long, 20 years. But in studio, we've got some stars of Merlin Players, starting with Juliana Skuzacek.
Good morning, Gordy.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Yeah.
You're looking good.
Thanks.
Fantastic, and you're probably looking forward to this too.
I am. We had a really fun rehearsal on Sunday, and we'll make a few tweaks this week, and then on Friday night we'll have a run through of the whole show, do a dress rehearsal, and then one rehearsal, and we go up on Saturday. One time only, people.
So how many rehearsals are you going to have, all told?
4 by the time we open.
And that's it?
That's it. These guys are pros.
Yeah, that's true. It is professional theater.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you this. 20 years ago, did you envision you'd be sitting here 20 years later?
No, I didn't. Not at all. We thought maybe if we had a 5 or 10 year run, that would be nice. So, and we probably actually wouldn't be if it hadn't been for the fact that the Paradise Project came along.
Right. You got yourself a home.
And we got a home, yes.
Think of all the buildings you performed in here in town.
I know we've done we've done a number of shows. Our first 10 years were up at Shattuck,
right.
But then we also performed at the Faribault High School, 4 shows over there, and then we also did some fundraisers and things like that at the Congregational Church. So we performed at the Little Theater of Owatonna, we performed at the Owatonna Arts Center, we performed in Northfield at the Northfield Arts Guild, but also at the Grand over there. So we've been around.
For certain. Do you have a favorite play?
Oh, that's like asking if I have a favorite child.
I know.
But you only have one child, so you get off on
pretty
easy out on that one.
That's true.
I have some that stand out in my mind. Yes, I do. I think our first Driving Miss Daisy was such an adventure for everybody that, we were a new group and everyone pitched in, and we had, people were sometimes on our stage running sound and lights and things like that. So, and working backstage and doing props. I think that for me personally also, doing Misery with Craig Berg was quite a challenge. Pushed me real hard as an actor, which I don't do much anymore, and that sort of thing. And when we did Laramie Project, which we performed over the course of a year all over the state, we performed it, up at high schools in the Twin Cities. We performed it for the Human Rights Commission in Owatonna. We performed it over at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester for the employees there, and for a teacher conference up in the Twin Cities. And so that was one that probably we thought we had something of a mission with. So.
Sure. Michael Lambert, how many productions have you been in?
I think I've been in 7 Merlin productions over the 20 years.
And of course you do some other theater too, right?
Not so much anymore.
Okay.
But yeah.
But you have performed with other theater groups.
Yes.
And Michael also wrote Sun Valley Christmas for us, which was 4 Christmases ago?
5.
5, oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Oh my gosh.
And started the snow tsunami that year.
You write a show about a snowstorm, and you're going to have a snowstorm.
Yeah,
so.
it's just inevitable.
Yeah.
It's like talking about a guy not missing free throws in a game, and boom, he misses a free throw.
Exactly.
It's going to happen. It's Songs and Scenes celebrating 20 years of the Merlin Players. How many different productions are featured in this?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that. Over 60.
Wow, 60.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I thought maybe you'd pick 20 for the 20 years.
Well, we highlight about, I don't know, I'm looking at the list, 20.
It looks like 20.
Yeah, so
20, 25.
somewhere in there.
But you've done 60 all told.
Give or take.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty impressive. Just think about that. Things that have happened. The changes we've seen in the last 20 years since the Merlin Players started.
I know. One of them was like, just cell phones. When an actor was going to be late or they didn't show up, I always had change in my purse so I could go downstairs at Shattuck St. Mary's and find a payphone and call someone. I know, it's just the simplicity of being able to communicate has really changed.
Talking this morning about texting Dallas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Texting. 20 years ago, if you would have said that, they would have, what is texting?
Oh, I wrote her a note.
Carrier pigeon.
Now,
Pony Express.
I want to ask how many productions you've been in Dallas, but it's been a number, right?
A few.
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite show that I've done in my entire life?
Sure, you can tell me that.
I think I have two. Into the Woods and Gypsy. Those were.
Can you tell us why?
Because both of the characters were complicated and I got to sing a lot.
Yeah, you like to sing, don't you?
I do like to sing.
Yeah.
She was also wonderful in Man of La Mancha as well. Co-production we did with Shattuck. And she was stunning as Aldonza.
That was a few years ago.
Yes.
2003.
Uh-huh.
Yowzers.
And then your portrayal of Merlin in Steel Magnolias. And a
Yes.
strong woman.
And she just got a best female actor award for that in Scene magazine last summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, it adds up over the years. It's a lot of time. As I said to Kevin Crane, who did an interview with me for the paper, it's lots of volunteer hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's people who are committed and have a passion for doing theater, and without those people, it would have just been me up there giving one long curtain speech every night.
And nobody wants that.
And nobody wants that.
I mean, there are probably 25 people volunteering their time for this production.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is professional theater.
It's volunteer theater.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have a lot of hours under their belt.
Mm-hmm. And this is this show is volunteer, you know, because we're raising money not only for the Merlin players but also for the Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Co-producing it and we're splitting the proceeds.
Yep.
So.
Paul Summers is a professional who is returning to the Merlin players for this show, and so we're very appreciative of his time and talents. But yeah, Paul is awesome. He was in Driving Miss Daisy way back 20 years ago.
I mean, he has his roots in the shows that he has done with Julian.
Right.
And has gone on to make a living as a working, getting paid all the time guy actor.
Right. And the last show that he did with us was 7 Year Itch. He had the lead in that, and he was quite wonderful. And I believe he's going to be coming back next summer for us. But you have to come to the to our anniversary show to hear the announcement of what next season's going to be.
Ooh, excitamente.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
The board just approved it last month, so yeah. And then you have to call and make sure you have all the rights before you announce it, which I've spent the last week doing. So.
Want to tell people how they can get tickets?
Yes, you can call the box office at the Paradise Center for the Arts. It opens at noon today. 332-7372. 332-7372. If you are a Merlin Player season ticket holder or a member of the Paradise, your tickets are only $15. All right, and then we have, I think there's a $9 for 12 and under. And then otherwise tickets are $20.
You can also get tickets online by going to the ParadiseCenterForTheArts.org.
You can?
You
Yes.
can.
Is this a recent
It
development?
is a recent
is.
development.
That is exciting.
It is.
I
It's
hate
awesome.
waiting till noon.
Technology.
We were just talking about that.
20
That
years
is
ago, you
just
couldn't
great.
have done that.
No.
Yeah.
You might have been cutting the tickets with scissors.
We were.
Actually, we were. When we did Forever Plaid the first time, we ran the tickets off and they hand wrote every single one of them with the seat number on it.
Wow.
It was craziness.
I would like to add something about the fact that Paul Summers comes back to Merlin Players and routinely does shows.
Yes, he does.
That says a lot for him, for his sense of roots, and also for the fact that Merlin Players puts productions on that he finds worthy to participate in as a professional actor. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Well, it shows his passion for acting, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yes, and you know, he's a loyal kind of guy, so, and he likes to work with us. He very much likes to work with us. And so
Because we're all really swell.
exactly. And because of people like him, and also Bonnie Allen, who has gotten to be a really well-known actor up in the Twin Cities, and who is a Merlin player veteran, she's actually working and not able to be in the show. And Ann Michaels, who did a show with Merlin in her early in her career, that we've gotten actually to have a really good reputation in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just got done doing Love, Loss, and What I Wore, and we had 2 women who drove down from Minneapolis to do the show with us. So it's very, very fun. What are you looking at?
I was
There?
just
Pointing
gonna
it
put
toward
this
the
on
camera.
so people can see it. See,
Ah.
on YouTube, songs and scenes. I'm still getting this camera. You know, trying to get used
It
to
must
this.
be a really strange move into the world of visual
Yeah,
appreciation
when you
from radio.
haven't done it for centuries, well, decades.
Gordy even had to do his hair.
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about that every day. Songs and scenes celebrating 20 years of the Merlin players. So we want to run over some of the plays. we're
Yeah,
gonna do?
Michael, go ahead and talk about some of the numbers we're going to
Oh,
do.
we're doing songs and scenes from Steel Magnolias. We're doing songs from Always Patsy Cline. Beautiful music from 10 November. Lisa Quimby and Gail Cotterlick are doing that. A song from an upcoming the summer musical 9. Brie Velsky is singing Unusual Way. We got the Meshuggah, the crazy nuns from Hoboken. Dallas is leading Rock the Boat on that one. And then at the end of the show, we're doing Sit Down, You Rockin' the Boat. Craig Berg is bringing it home on that one. Yeah, just a bunch of fun songs and some scenes. We got some comedies, we got some dramas. Got a mix.
We have it all, folks. We have it all.
Paul is going to be singing Try to Remember from the Fantastics, and Eric Parrish is coming back and singing My Cup Runneth Over with Love from I Do, I Do. So that's really, Michael's put together a great program. This is Michael Lambert's baby, so
It was really hard trying to pick which songs and which scenes out of this breadth of work,
Yeah.
over 20 years.
So how'd you do it? You flip a coin in some cases, or what?
Let your cat decide.
I let my cat decide, Pip and pick. Yeah. So it's really, it boils down to the people, because a lot of these, there's 5 of us, I think, that are in the show that were in the original It's a Wonderful Life, including me and Dallas, and so.
Larry Lodemeyer is coming back to sing the Pharaoh song as Elvis from Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. He's terrific, and it's going to bring the house down as well. So lots of fun.
Yeah, well, if you've been a fan of any Merlin Players show, you have to attend this event. This weekend.
And I have 2 tickets to give away, Gordy.
Are you serious?
Yes, we have 2 tickets. So
I didn't know this.
I know, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, so.
It's early for me. It is. So, let's see.
You guys ought to be used to playing to a camera. Come on.
Cameras are very different from live theater.
That's true.
What is the first all-out large production that Merlin Players did? We just heard us talk about it.
Michael just said it.
Yeah, and so if you can call with the answer to that,
334-0061.
you'll get 2 tickets to Saturday night.
334-0061. You're gonna have to go up and tell them, though.
Oh, I will, won't I?
Do you want me to go?
334-0061. First person that can answer this correctly, as Dallas is gonna have to sprint to the front office. Gets free pair of tickets. That's awesome.
Right, and people should know that we sold out our 15-year anniversary, so if you want to come to this thing, you better get on the internet or on the telephone this afternoon and make a call.
Or stop on down to the Paradise.
Yes.
It's one show only.
One show
only.
That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All this work for one show, Michael.
It's okay. It's okay.
It doesn't bother you at all?
Nope.
Oh, and we need to mention we have Doug Maddow playing piano.
Yes.
Who's had to learn a lot of new music for this show.
Doug is awesome.
And we have Betsy Cole has come back, and she is singing with Paul Summers a song from the last 5 years, a beautiful, beautiful song. And so, and it's just going to be a really great night. One of the fun things was, if you guys remember, a month ago or so when we started rehearsing on Sundays, everyone walking into the rehearsal room at the Paradise and just all the chatter and all the buzz and so happy to see each other.
Sure.
And the room was just filled with all this great energy.
It was a big love fest. It was kind of hard to get everybody to sit down and be quiet so that we could actually rehearse. So
That's always a problem. There are some very talented people participating in this thing.
I know.
Very talented.
very
It's fun.
fortunate.
I've seen some
Fun
very
to see
good talent
folks.
over the years, the Merlin players. In fact, you're going to have a couple of tributes during
Yeah.
this too.
Yes, we are. You want to talk about it, Michael?
We have it's only been 2 years ago since we lost Dan Freeman, who was a very talented man, very talented actor, very big in the theater community and through the area here, all the way from Northfield down to Owatonna and beyond. And so we're doing a tribute to Dan, and then we're also honoring Lois Franish, who Lois was in the very first productions Merlin did with she was Miss Daisy. She was Eleanor of Aquitaine in Lion in Winter. She was the lead in A Trip to Bountiful.
Mrs. Watts.
Mrs. Watts.
What a wonderful production that
in fact,
was.
the 15-year anniversary, I had Lois do some scenes from A Trip to Bountiful and also A Lion in Winter, and that was her last time on stage. So we miss her. So
She was an icon and an anchor.
Yeah, she still guides us all the time when I need good pronunciation from people. She prided herself on being able to direct music for a musical where you could come and understand every single word. And I know that her words, like chop, 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 chop the words like Chinese vegetables, that Eric Parrish found himself using those words last year when he was working in the show. And so we all have lessons that we took from her about work ethic, about passion, about finding joy in what you do and being committed to it, committed to a sense of excellence. And also her favorite phrase that she used to address people with was gentle people. Now the irony of that was if you heard gentle people out of her mouth, you knew you were in trouble. Right?
yeah,
It
the
meant-
Iron Fist was coming down.
And you'd hear gentle people and you went, oh wow, that wasn't very good, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Her visitation, Lois
right.
was, I thought, done very well.
Mhm.
And the video there.
Yep.
You're right. There was a lot of video of her work on stage. The last year of Lois's life, she music directed 3 shows for us. She did Christmas Schooner, and then we did the last 5 years, and then we did A Year with Frog and Toad, which Michael was in. He played Frog.
Correct.
Right. And she came to opening night and wasn't feeling well enough to come back again, and she died 6 weeks later because she took a turn for the worse that we weren't really expecting. And so her funeral had people there who were 10 who had just got done working with her in Frog and Toad up to all ages, so
What a legacy.
Yeah.
It is quite a legacy.
and I know now the new people who come to work with us, because we talk about her so much, I hear, oh, I wish I'd known her. Oh, I wish I'd known her. She sounds amazing. And so we're doing a little tribute to her and to Dan Freeman, who I think his work in Of Mice and Men, and which is one of my favorite plays that Merlin Players has ever produced. I think one of our highest quality shows. And also Tuesdays with Maury that we were talking about on break here, that it's it's just work that stands the test of time.
So Juliana, when you say there will be a tribute, are these video clips or are they still pictures with?
There's still pictures from the past shows that will be rolling during the tributes, and
Got it.
Yep.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we take us a little walk down memory lane there.
Yeah, I saw him in Tuesdays with Maury. He was awesome.
Yeah, and as you honor the past, you can go forward into the future, you know, so that's what we're doing.
Then when I think about that, and then you think that, you know, he's passed. That was sudden though, wasn't it? 2 years ago.
Relatively, he'd had
Yeah.
a bout of some pneumonia or something, and then was a little bit weakened from that for maybe the next couple of years, but kept showing up. He'd come down to the Signature and dance a few dances before he had to go back home and go to bed so he could get up and do his crack of dawn jazz show for the Northfield radio station. So
Crack of
he
dawn.
kept on keeping on right until
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, I think until
Yeah,
the last
that-
3 months, yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only way I could see Dan doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He was a high energy guy.
He was a larger than life person.
absolutely.
Just think of how blessed you have been, Juliana, to work with these people over the years.
I know, I've definitely learned more from them than they did from me. It's really been a blessing in my life, and something that I carry with me every day.
And you guys are blessed, obviously, to work with her all these years.
we've been putting up with her for over 20 years. So
There must be something working.
Yeah, there must be something working. Well, I always like to remember that it's a play, and that's the operative word. You know, we work really, really hard, but it needs to be fun as well.
Yeah.
There's a time to play, and there's, you know, but then sometimes you just got to get down and do the hard work of getting the show up as well.
She'll only let us play so much.
That's right, because we do have a schedule. So
And you want to entertain your audience the best
Right.
that you
Right.
possibly can.
when they put their money down, we want them to get a good show.
But you have some personal pride.
Absolutely.
I mean-
We do it because we love it,
Yeah.
and we do it because we want to do well.
And one of my favorite things I can say is, well, if this doesn't go well, people, I'll be down at the SIG having a drink. I'll be at the Signature having a drink, and you'll be on the stage. So you make your choice about what you want to do here.
we're also blessed to be doing it at the Paradise, which Juliana, leading the Merlin Players, was very influential in getting the whole
Sure.
project going
Yeah.
and reviving that beautiful building, and partnering with the Art Center and other community groups and getting that restored.
It's a great gem here in Faribault.
It really is. We're so fortunate. And then when you look downtown and see the buildings that have been so lovingly restored, it's a beautiful downtown.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
lucky.
blessed to have that here in Faribault. Michael, you live in St. Paul now, right?
I do, but you know, six generations from Rice County here, so yeah,
So you're when
So
you come,
I
it's
keep
coming
coming
home
back.
when you come here.
exactly. It's
It
a
is
homecoming.
like coming home all the time.
Right. Yep.
Isn't that interesting?
And actually, some of the actors that Michael has worked with in the metropolitan area
Mhm.
have followed him down here to be in shows with
Yeah.
Merlin Players, which is
Little weird.
Kind of
little
fun.
Weird. That I'm not that connection all the time, and they just come down on their own. And
You didn't talk them into coming down here?
no, they came down, saw me in shows, and then they wanted to be involved in productions down here as well.
Well, that speaks volumes for Merlin Players, doesn't it?
I think so, and and over the years we've had different directors, and like Eric Parrish is directing 9 this summer, and that's going to be a spectacular production.
star-studded.
yeah.
Lots of talent in that show.
Yeah,
Well, you-
lots.
I thought auditions are over.
Oh yes, we had auditions last January.
Oh, okay.
And so people have been working hard at getting themselves ready to start a rehearsal project that I think is going to be a lot of hard work. Mary Hahn from Northfield is choreographing the show, and she is quite good. She choreographed Chicago for me, and so I hooked her up with Eric, and they're having a great time.
Oh, okay.
And just a little bit of a note on that. on May 19th at 6 o'clock at the Paradise. We are having auditions. We need 3 more boys for the production of 9, ages 8 to 11 years. And what we need is our boys whose voices haven't changed yet. All right? There are audition packets down at the Paradise right now. The show opens on July 24th.
You remember when your voice changed, Michael?
It's still changing.
It squeaks now and then, huh?
Turning into my father more and more.
All right, should be a lot of fun. Make sure you get those tickets. I don't know if we've got a winner yet.
I don't know if we have a winner. It kind of sneaked up on them, I think.
What a question. You want to throw it out there again?
Okay, a production that Merlin Players did, its first full season. It's a great play. It's a great movie starring Jimmy Stewart.
This was your debut.
Great Christmas movie. Yes.
Hint, 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 hint.
So, Mr. Potter, I'm here to tell you that you can't.
Close the bank. You can't close the bank.
That doesn't give it away. I don't know what does. You get 2 free tickets to this, folks. Songs and Scenes celebrating 20 years of the Merlin Players. Again, call the Paradise, 332-7372 to get your tickets, or you can go online, right, Michael?
Mm-hmm. Yep, at paradicecenterforthearts.org.
Yes.
We're moving into
the electronic age here, so
20 years ago.
I know, and
We were child actors.
we were child yes, we were child actors.
Let's see, I was in my 30s.
It was a very good year.
It seems like a long time ago, doesn't it? 20 years?
It
But
was a long time
But it
ago.
has gone by like that, I will say.
Like a
As
blink.
weird as that sounds. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Thank you for having us,
Make
Gordon.
sure you guys break a leg on Saturday.
We
It's going
shall.
to be a lot of fun, and it's like the best of Broadway that we've done down at the Paradise. I think it's going to be one of those wonderful, loose, whatever happens kind of evenings.
All I know is it's a